Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Code Realize Future Blessings, and we are still in the Lupin's gang route. And we're on the ship, so I'm assuming that they're gonna come rescue us. We're gonna do all of our shiznit stuff, and this is probably getting toward the end. They'll rescue us, we'll get rid of the drugs and stop the plot and all that stuff, so. We're at the climax of the story at any rate. So, I don't know. I mean, we might get through it in this part, because I can't imagine this part being super long just because it's like a short little intro story, or short little after story. And then we can get into the meaty parts, the parts with actual choices. Because the lack of choices is just... Oh. Kinetic visual novels are not my thing, clearly. Anyway. I love these characters so much, so it makes me feel torn, because I'm like, I love it! But there's no choices. I don't know. Anyway. There's nothing like a clock in the room we're locked in. But the bright red sunlight that shines in is a clear indication that it's been an entire day since we were imprisoned. I've long since freed my bound hands from the ropes. We haven't yet tried to escape, so here we remain. And there's a reason for that. Shirley didn't want to leave. Shirley, why do you want to stay? So I can kill him. I'll kill him on the spot. With her voice so dark, terrifying, and closed off, it's like she's an entirely different person. Her transformation came after meeting face to face with that man named Avito Credell. Avito! Avito! Your arm and your life! I'll be the one to take them! I'm assuming... Okay. I never really... Did I not read arm properly in the last part? Because it didn't... I'm assuming because her father having a prosthetic arm is his fault. I mean, it still can... He uses it. It moves. And maybe he killed her mom. And that's the whole life thing. I kind of figured the mom thing maybe, but the whole, I'll take your arm. Interesting. Mama and Papa's suffering! No matter what, I will kill you! I mean, I figured the mom death thing, but now I'm just guessing he chopped off Dad's arm too. Shirley exposed her murderous ferocity as if she had become someone else. What could have happened between her and that mafia man? Who's there? Oh. Who's there, you say? That doesn't seem like the appropriate way to speak to your party's host. Avito! She's all enraged. Shirley charges at the steel door like a bullet, slamming against it with her shoulder. Shirley, no! If you do that, you're the one who'll end up getting hurt. I don't care. Avito, you and me, let's go, you coward. Shirley's mad, guys. I like reading this, trying to make her mad, and it goes from like, damn it, Avito, I'm gonna kill you, to like, I'm gonna kill you. The drastic switch in her voice, like, wow, Shirley, you're scary. She's really scary, guys. I'm living quite well as a coward. I'd be a fool to deliberately put myself at risk. Shirley. Before Shirley can slam against the door again, I slip my body in front of her. Spacey! I'm fine, just calm down. The martial arts that Van Helsing and Lupin taught me were useful once again. As I intercepted the force and I catch her, I turn towards Avito while hiding the fact that my restraints are untied. Avito, what did you come here for? You're not here to release us, I take it. You're a calm young lady. It looks like I can actually talk with you. Just as you say, it's true that I'm not here to release you. I came here to notify you of one thing. Notify us? Yes. I've sent out our invitation to the ship, to dear Darius Gordon. If you try to do anything to Daddy, I will kill you! Shirley gnashes her teeth fiercely. It's like she'd literally go for his throat if the door weren't there. I won't do anything yet. I must simply talk business with him. But I'd rather you not kill me either, so I'll have you stay here until you're more well-behaved. Avito! Now then, good day. The footsteps behind the door gradually become more distant, and soon it's silence once more. Shirley sits down where she stood, her small shoulders shaking in anger and vexation. Avito he was right there in front of my eyes. Yeah, they couldn't do a thing. Well, no, because there's a fucking metal door in between you guys. I mean, her cries remind of Deli's. Cries from the bottom of her heart, facing the one who killed her blood relative. She's filled with sadness and rage, and just listening to her pains me. It's much too dark and heavy an emotion for one person to bear. Shirley, what happened between you and Avito? I gently ask as her eyes are cast downward. If it's not something I should hear, feel free to ignore me. But I consider you a friend, so I want to help in whatever ways I can. Unsurprisingly, she doesn't reply immediately. I simply wait for her response. I can hear the low hum of the steamship oscillating through the ventilation fan. In a silent area like this, it resounds all the more deep in my ears. It's not something that would be fun to hear. I'm sure it'd just make you feel awful. But if I don't listen, I won't know. And how would I be able to call myself your friend? So I'd like to hear your story. Why do you want to stay on this ship? And how are you and your family connected to Avito? I know now is a good time to talk. I think now is a good time to know. Now is a good time to talk. What am I can't read. I'd like to hear it if you're comfortable telling me. Spacey. And then Shirley tells me of her unbridled anger toward the greedy demon who took her father's arm and even took her mother's life. Oh, Spacey! We're so good at guessing! Hold on, my bouncy ball's like rolling on my computer cord. Oh, okay. The first time I saw Vito was when I was 4 years old. That's 9 years ago. Yeah, see, so she is 13, and so it's like close to our own age. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not that close. He suddenly appeared before Papa and the family. He was a mafia member who came from Italy and claimed that he was the boss of the Credell family. He always wore a smile, but it somehow looked fake. I couldn't trust him in the slightest, at 4. What's an outsider mafia doing in London? Papa looked like he was suspicious of him, too. Avito said it was his business. It was business. When talking about his job, Papa never let me and Mama listen. He probably didn't want us to hear whatever kind of dangerous stuff he was discussing. So I'm not sure what they were talking about back then, which is why I remember this so well. Every time Papa got done talking with Avito, he always had a frown on his face. Papa, he's always telling you to do things you don't want to do. I don't like him. In retrospect, it was a pure and childish dislike. Papa would pick me up with both of his arms as I'd pout. You're worried for Papa? Thanks, Shirley. But even so, I was still sulky. And then Mama came in. You're ruining that cute face of yours. Here, a magic spell that makes you smile. Smile as much as you can, Shirley. She kissed me on the cheek. But no matter what Mama or Papa said, my dislike only piled up more and more. Eventually, after talking to Papa many times, Avito stopped coming. The family came to the conclusion that he and Papa couldn't come to an agreement, so that's what I thought too. After that was a period of peace where nothing really happened. Soon came my 5th birthday. Mama tied a ribbon around my hair that was getting long, and Papa sang me a birthday song in his loud voice. We were in such high spirits, and we had almost completely forgotten about Avito. But the incident occurred shortly after. Drug? Our medicinal herb is being used as an ingredient? His voice was filled with anger, panic, and sadness. I heard Papa's voice when I just happened to be awake in the middle of the night. And so this has been happening for fucking 8 years? Jesus. I knew he'd be upset with me if he found out, but I eavesdropped anyway, unable to help feeling concerned. Eventually, I realized that he was talking about the herb farm that was run by the family. There were a few times previously when he let me see it. It was quite the beautiful sight. The beautiful green leaves wavered and shined in the wind, all across the vast stretch of land. It's a special herb that will be turned into medicine to help people. Papa boasted with a really big smile with Mama next to him. But that herb was being used for evil, and even though it was small, I could understand that much. That is medicine. Never did I cultivate them with the intention of turning them into poison. Who could have possibly... In the middle of everyone's clamors, a familiar name came to my ear. Avito Credell. Could it be him? He always did want our farm. So he didn't give up after all. Avito Credell. He was still close by. Just thinking about it gave me the chills. For a while afterwards, Papa and the rest of the family seemed to be constantly busy. Mom and I couldn't even leave the hideout because Papa said it was dangerous. No matter what happened, the feeling of worry only got stronger. Mama, it's gonna be fine, right? Papa can't lose to someone like him, right? That's right. It'll be fine, because Papa and the family will protect you. And that was the last time that Mama would hug me. The next day, Mama went out and never came back. 1 day, 2 days, a full week passed. Why won't she come back? It seemed so strange. There was nothing I could do. Looking back, it was completely obvious that it was Evito's doing. But I was just a child at the time and didn't really understand anything. Papa was always frowning after Mama disappeared. He didn't even have time to rest and always looked so busy. I wanted so badly to ask him, but I couldn't. Ask where Mama was. I was just so anxious and lonely. Passy, you know him, the one with the goggles. He was always my playmate or companion or something like that. Anyway, I'd always take it out on Passy and cry on his shoulder. It's a bit late now, but I feel like I did something awful. I mean, he was always so nice, and he always looked after me, and that's why I'm still here today. It may not seem like it, but I'm really grateful to him. Several days passed again. They're so getting married in the future. He's probably a few years older than her, but like someday she's gonna be like 20, he's gonna be like 25, and it's gonna be like married. Fucking married. Then, for the first time in a while, I was able to meet with Papa. He was smiling. It was such a gentle smile. But something was different. I didn't know what it was, but I could feel it. Even if he was smiling, I was still worried. Papa, when can you, me, and Mama all play together again? Surely, soon. It'll be over soon. So be a good girl and wait, all right? I can still hear Papa's kind voice even now. Papa left soon after. That day felt very long to me. But I didn't mind waiting, because I thought that once it was all over, I'd be able to play with Mama and Papa again. And then he came back. I heard a voice yelling out, so I dashed out of my room. Mama and Papa were back. They were going to give me hugs. Just the thought made me so, so happy. Papa, Mama, welcome back! But that was all nothing more than delusions. Mama wasn't there. Papa was injured all over. Even his arm he'd always pick me up high with was missing from his left elbow down. That's the arm he always picked her up with! Guys, that's even sadder. Because he can't pick you up right-handed. I mean, no, but you know what I mean, like, that was the arm he held me tight with, and that's the one that got chopped off. Oh, it's just an extra little stabby in your heart, An extra little pinprick there. Papa's fake hand, you saw it. The one with the really sharp claws. Right. Daddy would laugh and talk about how fearsome it was, but I couldn't laugh. Though I guess it was a good mafia bluff. It felt like it made his missing arm stand out the more. It's as if I can hear her thinking those words. Mama didn't come back, and Papa's arm was missing. No matter who I asked, no one would tell me what happened. I'm sure Papa ordered them to stay quiet. So I desperately investigated, and the more I did, the more I realized how much of a coward this man was. He'll do whatever it takes to get his way, and if he can't, he'll destroy everything. I'm sure that he killed Mama, and Papa's arm was taken trying to stop him. That man, Evito did something cowardly to Mama and Papa. There's no way Mama would have died otherwise. There's no way that Papa, the Gordon family boss, would have lost. So Evito is the person I can never forgive. I will avenge Mama and Papa. Shirley growls her words, a fire burning deep in her eyes. Shirley Gordon passed. She grew up happily, protected by her parents and the family, until she lost her mother after the appearance of Evito. She has harbored an intense desire for revenge ever since. Mom probably ran off with Evito and they're banging right now. Just kidding. That would be more traumatic than he killed your mom. Mom, you left us for this prick. Just as I thought. It must be so difficult for her to talk about this. But even as she suffers, she hardly pauses for a second. But when all is said and done, I end up getting captured. I couldn't do a thing. I hate how weak I am. Yep, that's about it. See? You'd have been better off not hearing this. It's enough to make anyone depressed. Shirley lets out a cheerful voice, almost like she's trying to forcefully shake off her feelings. It's such a clumsy fib. But even so, No, I'm glad you told me, Shirley. What? Thank you. You told me so much. I like you even more now. Spacey. Tears well up in Shirley's eyes. Besides, I'm glad to hear that you really love your father. What? Love? He's so overprotecting and nagging. I mean, I don't just like him, but, Shirley becomes as red as a tomato and looks down, groaning. It's not wrong to admit that you love your parents. I mean, Jesus. I'm glad. Her usual self is starting to come back, little by little. The feeling of powerlessness, not wanting to just sit around and be protected. It's a feeling I know all too well. Still, though, I don't think anyone should allow Shirley to do something as horrible as taking someone's life. Shirley, listen. Perhaps because my voice took on a serious tone, her expression becomes a bit tense. I'd like to escape from here. If we stay captured like this, Avito will end up using us. Avito said that he was going to talk business with Darius. Chances are it'll be about the drug. If Avito is telling the truth, then Darius is definitely coming. If we're still captured when he does, we'll almost certainly be used as hostages. Shirley nods slightly. Yeah, you're right. We gotta get out of here. Perhaps revealing her past calmed her down a little. Shirley nods again, as if she's desperately trying to force down her anger. It doesn't seem like the ship has departed yet, so I'm sure it's still anchored at the port. If we escape now, we can get off from the boarding bridge. Worst case scenario, we can jump off and swim to shore. But how? The windows in this room don't open, and the door is solid metal, not to mention locked. That's right! Maybe with your powers you can... Right, that's one option out of several. I show Shirley a fearless smile in response to her questioning expression. Leave it to me. I didn't study under a gentleman thief for nothing. I love that. The engine room of the lavish cruise ship, the Gloria. Two men are enjoying an idle chat. Watchman of the luxury cruise. A title that sounds prestigious, but in reality is actually quite a dull job. They have been absently-mindedly staring around here for the past 4 hours. Standing. Yeah. Ugh. What? What are you groaning for? Why wouldn't I groan? Bored out of our skulls here. Speak for yourself. Got it? Mr. Avito finds out, that'll be the end of you. I know that, but boring is boring. Man, this is dull. Can't argue with that. You know, it'd be nice if some cutie came through here saying she took the wrong turn. Keep dreaming. Ain't no way that anyone would actually accidentally go through the engine room. I wasn't expecting to be us. I was expecting like the, oh, well, how about me? And like Lupin jumps out, but it's even better that it was just us. So like, some cutie, ha, yeah, keep dreaming. Whoomp, and it's just us. What? Hey, what the? Sorry, I'll try not to make it too painful. In one swift motion, I put all my weight into my back and send the opponents flying with great force. After ensuring that they're out cold, I call to Shirley, who's on standby. Let's go, Shirley. What's wrong? Let's hurry up and get out of here. You really are interesting. You're scary. Really? You should have heard your voice. You go from like, hey, I'm cute Shirley to, I'll kill you. After getting out of the confinement room with the unlocking techniques taught to me by Lupin, we run around the interior of the ship searching for an exit. This is probably still the lower section of the ship. I'm probably close to the center. It might be faster to go the direction opposite of where we came from, but there are plenty of mafia along the way, so we have little choice but to take the side path. Still, if we branch off to the sides, a complicated series of passages awaits us. Our best option is to somehow find an exit. I would have studied the structure of ships if I knew this was going to happen. I begin hearing several pairs of footsteps from further ahead. Escapee sighted at passage A6, proceeding to capture. Of course it wasn't going to go that smoothly. Judging from what the man just said, word must have already spread that we've escaped. We have to break through this. I gather my strength and brace myself, but the number of enemies is far too many. This way! Flank them! From behind, too! 3 in the front, 5 in the back. My intuition tells me that we can't run away. However, Shirley, I think I can manage to take care of two ahead. But I think that's the most I can handle. So after that, run away and don't turn back. That's ridiculous! Please understand, Avito is planning to take advantage of you as a bargaining chip in his deal. So we need to ensure your safety first and foremost. Thinking about it rationally, this is the most logical decision. Let the hostage with the most value escape first, and then myself after. But... Shirley looks intently into my eyes as she grabs my arm. It's not about rational decisions or anything like that. It's as if she wants to say that she can't possibly leave a friend behind. But the situation leaves her no time to say those words. Capture them! I won't let you lay a finger on Shirley! Take off your gloves and just start smacking bitches. I'm serious. As the men draw closer fiercely, I step forward and strike out my palm as a counter, knocking out the first one. I mean, Jesus, you saw a fist coming at you and didn't shoot her. But I can't dodge the second man in time, and I watch as his hand approaches me. But then... Oh, we're boys. Always on time. The wall before me is blown off, and I'm hit with an intense blast of wind. The men who were chasing us are blown away, and the ones behind us halt in their steps. What's going on? Seriously? You have to ask that question. You should know. You should be like, Victor! It's Victor and Lupin. It's all of them. You should be like, my boys! You should be screaming to the raptors. Like me. Blum. Yes! The boys always arrive in the nick of time. Come on, Spacey. The smoke that fills my eyes slowly fades. Oh my, what a splendid display. No, somebody else is saying we've arrived at passage A6. I hear voices that put my heart at ease. I'm not sure which two, but I assume... Ah! Look at CGV. I love it. I love this. Okay, I know there's no choices, and sometimes it's like, but I love the CGs in this one. They always come rescue us, and they look so dashing. Like, because the other ones were like, I love that CG when they rescued us from the mafia, but then I love this one of Saint Germain, guys. I know it's like, it should be the other way. To detonate a wall without a second thought. As amusing as it may be, pray do not forget that we are aboard a ship. And they're in their mafia gear, guys. Guys, they're in their mafia gear. I'm gonna lose my shit. I can't. It's like breaking a thin layer of skin. Take more to sink a ship like this. Oh, it was just those two. Oh, Van Helsing and Saint Germain too. Oh my God, look at their mafia gear, guys. I can't handle it. Oh my God, I love it so motherfucking much. I hope we see more. I really hope their sprites are dressed like this and not in their normal clothes. I really do. I can't handle it. I cannot fucking handle this right now. Shirley rushes over to me on the floor where I'd fallen on my rear. Are you all right? And you two are... Both Van Helsing and Saint Germain are no longer in their usual attire, now wearing black outfits that seem to absorb light. It exudes the same kind of atmosphere as the mafia members that are chasing us now. Oh, well. Fortuitous indeed that we are able to meet with our princess again without much trouble. Are you two all right? We're fine. In fact, the most danger we've been in so far was just a moment ago when you made your grand entrance. I respond half jokingly, and he makes a little smirk. I was waiting for it. Guys, I love Van Helsing so much. And Saint Germain. Oh my God, I love these boys. And I love these CGs. God, guys, I fucking love these CGs. You're well enough to crack jokes, at least. Please. Yes! I'm sorry. Oh God. Yes! Sweet fucking Jesus. Thank you! Oh my God. Can we just... I am so fucking glad their sprites are dressed like this. Guys! I posted the pictures on Twitter and I was like, I don't know where these came from, but they're hot. Look, they're fucking... Impey looks fucking good in his mafia suit, can I just tell you? You know he's not my favorite, but he looks motherfucking fine in his mafia suit. And like, but look at this. Look at this. And you can't tell that Van Helsing's pants are pinstripe. You can kind of tell. Oh, dear God, guys, I just want to sit here and enjoy this. I am so fucking excited for this. I am so fucking excited for this. And I finally figured out, because I couldn't figure out why they all had little numbers on them. Like, see, Saint Germain is 3. That's how they joined the gang. So, like, Lupin is... Because I just noticed yesterday my wall banner that came with the limited edition. I was like, Lupin's got a 1 and Impey's 2. And Saint Germain's 3. Victor's 5 and Van Helsing's 6, and I'm like, where's 4? Oh, we're 4. And then I was like, oh my god, that's the order we joined the gang, I think. So, like, Lupin and Impey were the first two. Like, it's Lupin's gang. He's number 1. Impey joined 2nd. And then they met up with Saint Germain and now live in his mansion. Then we came along. We met Victor and pulled him in. And then Van Helsing showed up. So I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. And then I didn't even realize until I just saw it on him. That's what made me think of it. Seeing it on that he's got, like, this little mafia fucking uniform. Lupin gang mafia. I love it, guys. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see the rest of them. Okay. So I really thought one of them was Lupin, so I'm sorry that I read that in Lupin's voice. I almost want to rewind and read that all over again just so we can see that CG again. Oh dear god, we'll look at him at the end, don't worry. But how did you get here? I'll explain later. It's too noisy in here for a calm chat. He is correct. Reinforcements will surely be rushing this way. We must first entertain our audience. Who the heck are they? Don't flounder! We have them outnumbered. Just rough them up enough they don't die. They're determined, but this is the one time when I feel very sorry for them. I love us. Like, I'm sitting over here with a smirk on my face like, yeah, okay. Yeah. We got them outnumbered. 5 against 1 of these motherfuckers. You have nothing. Nothing. 5 of you against 1 of these bitches. Me, Shirley, and fucking Van Helsing will step back and just let 5 of you fight Saint Germain, and then 5 more can show up and fight Van Helsing. They will take you down. Eventually, we find ourselves in a place devoid of the shadows of our enemies. We arrive at a single gigantic room. Judging from the stacks of wooden boxes, it would seem this is the hold. Oh my god, I love them so much, guys. I can't handle it. Look at it! Guys, I can't handle it! I can't handle the mafia uniforms. I love it so much. Don't get me wrong, I love their normal clothes, but I really love the fact that they changed them and they actually drew the fucking costume. Not just for the CGs, but they drew it for the game, and we get to play the rest of the game seeing them dressed like this. Oh god, guys, I'm so excited. It's the simple little things in life. And it's our boys in different outfits. Oh my god. Like, look at Saint Germain's. He's even got his little watch piece on his hat with, of course, the feathers. He's got to have the feathers on his hat. Oh my god. Guys. And of course, Van Helsing still has his little cross pen thing going on. Yeah. Oh dear fucking lord. They are fine as fuck like this, aren't they? You love it. You know you do. That's why I'm pausing. I'm just letting you get a good oogle. I'm taking it in because normally I'm reading. You can oogle while I read. I don't get to oogle. So I'm just gonna... God. We can be at ease here for now. Oh, I'm not at ease with you two around. Are you two injured? Yes, all over. Check me all over thoroughly for injuries, please. Neither of us are harmed thanks to you two. So I have to ask again, how did you find out about this place? For that, you may praise our very own inept engineer. Apparently, Impey had secretly placed an extremely small transmitter on the inside of my hat. Then they followed the signal that was emitted and arrived here in the Gloria. After sneaking in, they split up into 2 groups, and Saint Germain and Van Helsing overheard the enemy mafia's communications. Afterwards, they rushed over here with the same aggressive tactics they displayed earlier. I guess that Impey guy isn't just hot air after all. I thought she was going to say isn't just hot after all, and I was like, wow, what? Isn't just hot air? All of my friends are reliable. Anyway, thanks for coming to save us. In reality, we haven't been apart for very long. But for some reason, it feels like I haven't seen them in ages. I know, right? I want to express my gratitude too. Thank you for saving me. No need to be so humble. You say save, but don't forget that this is the heart of the enemy. Just so. We came here for multiple purposes, apart from rescuing the 2 of you. Lupin, Victor, Impey, and everyone from the Gordon family. And? Ah, right. There's also a reliable guard with us as well, so do not worry. Guard? Papa is here too? Saint Germain nods to Shirley's awkward question. I see. He'll probably scold me again. As the tense atmosphere lightens, I'm compelled to ask about something I've been curious about. Oh, right. I was wondering, Why are you two dressed like that? Not that I'm complaining because I dig it and you're fine as fuck and I just want to touch you both so very much. I just want to pet you. Like, oh God. I want to feel the buttons. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, wait for it. Guys, no. Enjoy this. Yes, motherfucker. Oh, it was so nice. That was so nice. Could we have gotten a slower pan up? No. Oh, I could repeat that like 6 times. Ah! 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 Sweet Jesus, this game. You know, just when you're like, it feels like it's getting kind of long because we don't have a lot of choices, they do this! And it's like, it's okay. 4 hours later, and I'll be like, I'm okay with this. This part could literally, I don't care. This Mafia part could take 2 more fucking hours, 6 hours to play. I don't care. I get to see them in these outfits. Guys, I'm happy. Spacey is happy right now. I thought about it when I saw them earlier, but their attire is completely black and formal and sexy. It's almost like... Do we resemble the Mafia? You do? I'm not wearing this because I want to. The ship carries many who live on the underside of society, namely the Mafia. They say that the best place to hide a tree is in the forest. Think of it as a form of camouflage. Of course, we could have boarded in our casual attire. Casual! What they wear is casual. Guys, there are so many buttons, buckles, vests, shirts, coats, and St. Germain's whole fucking get up on its own. Jesus. Casual. But being operated by the Mafia, it was Lupin's judgment that this would be more beneficial if something were to occur. Naturally, everyone else aboard the ship is dressed this way. No. They're wearing nice black suits. You are dressed fine as motherfucking shit. Guys, you steal the show. You are like show stealers. You are gorgeous. I can't even... Oh! Now is not the time for this sentiment, but my heart flutters with joy for a novel and fresh event such as this. Lupin... I have to wonder when he could have prepared something like this. As a gentleman thief skilled in the art of disguise, perhaps he had prepared them for infiltration beforehand. Whatever the case, it's obvious that friends I can put trust in stand beside me now. Knowing that much spreads a soothing sense of release deep through my chest. But there are quite a few red flags, far more than I'd anticipated. He slowly opens a wooden box nearby him. That's... Wrapped inside are firearms with a cold black luster. Opening the box closest to me, I find a similar collection of deadly weapons lined up. Oh, and this one contains gunpowder, in vast quantities, no less. What are things like this doing here? It's not just the drugs. His voice sounds eerily ominous, and my heart feels like it skips a beat. Shirley seems to be holding her breath as well, her eyes wide. Drugs? Hey, do you mean... We'll talk details later. If we stay here, we'll be... Suddenly, a reverberating sound echoes. Be found! Naturally, the ship is under my control. There's quite literally nowhere to run or hide. Avito! We all turn as Avito's voice falls on us from above. But... That's a lot of them. Damn! As if coordinated, a large number of Mafia men, incomparable in number from the groups we've seen before, jump from the shadows. Oh no. Our brief break is cut short. We brace ourselves and observe our desperate situation, guns pointed at us from all sides. Do relax. I'm not so bored that I'd kill for the fun of it. I'd simply like to extend an invitation to you all. An invitation to the reception party for our departure. Party? You've got to be joking! Shirley spits her enraged words and receives a chuckle in return. Your companions have already been captured. It would be wise, I believe, for you all to obediently attend the party. I have no way of knowing whether or not Avito is telling the truth, but it doesn't seem like resistance is our best option. I exchange glances with Van Helsing and St. Germain. Shirley, bear with me for now. We're at an overwhelming numbers disadvantage. Okay, I didn't finish reading that as I got confused. Okay. An overwhelming numbers disadvantage. It'd be dangerous to fight back right now. Though she seems vexed, she steps closer to me. What a well-behaved passenger. Let us escort them to the site, then. Everyone try not to do anything silly. Our communication ends with those words. Oh, whoops. With guns pointed at our backs, we're led through the series of twists and turns. I thought that was us, like, praying that nobody does anything stupid, like Impey. He's the one who would do something stupid. Eventually, we arrive at a single large door. I'll open it. Representing everyone, I put my hand on the door. I wonder if this is the room where the hostages are being held. I wonder if Lupin and the others really were captured. I wonder if they were hurt. With those thoughts, I opened the door. Surprise! Oh, it's a party for me! You guys kidnapped. Oh, the best! I'm so shocked you beat me. Oh, guys. No, just kidding. Spreading out before us is a large hall so dazzling that it's blinding. Across the hall, many men and women are engaging in lively conversation with one another. The men wear elegant frock coats, while the women wear beautiful dresses with wide skirts. Is this? I guess he wasn't kidding about a party. It wasn't a figure of speech, after all. I wonder what Evita was planning to do with us, inviting us to a place like this. As I look around us... Spacey? I don't know who that is. Oh, Lupin. Okay, it was Lupin. Spacey! Lupin! And everyone else! I can't wait. Please have a CG of the three of them together before you show us their sprites. I need it. I hear them from a short distance away. He and the others come this way, passing through the crowds. No, we're just gonna get their sprites. It's okay. Look at it! Guys! Look at them! Look at them! First of all, Lupin kind of pretty much just looks like Lupin. Okay. He always looks dapper and fine as well. I mean, yeah. But, like, look at Victor! Look at him all dressed up in a fucking suit! You know, he's normally, like, the cool laid-back one with, like, the lab coat. But look at him in a suit! And then look at Impey! Look at that shit! I'm sorry. If they dressed Impey like that for the whole rest of the... I would have been like, nope, I'm down. They put him in a suit, and it's like, oh, hi. Like, Impey, you're adorable. Don't get me wrong. And we had a very touching time in your path. It was great. It was, But you put that suit on, and it's like, hi. Where did you come from? Oh, you want to be inappropriate. I'm okay with that now, because that suit is fun. Look at it. I do like that they have, like, their almost trademark colors, if you think about it. Because, like, Victor's got, like, green, and he always wore, like, a bright green. Lupin's got the red. Impey's got the orange, like, his suit. And look, his tie tag is a little wrench, guys. That's so cute. And, of course, he's got his goggles, because he can't not have those. Oh, my God. Oh, and Victor's little pin is, like, little potions and shit. Oh, guys. They're so fucking adorable. Guys, they're so cute. Oh, he's got a number 5 on his collar, and Impey's is obviously on his arm, but like, oh, guys, I love it. I can't get over this. I need like a whole fucking Mafia fan disc. I just want to see them in these outfits all the time. All the time now. I can't. I want to be able to dress them up. I want to play dress up with them. I love it. Guys. God, this is so great. Oh my God. Put a man in a vest and I'm just down. And then throw a suit on it too. Yeah. They could literally just be wearing t-shirts and vests and I'd be like, they're so fine. They could be wearing paper bags and I think they were fine. I mean, let's be real here. But I'm just saying a man in a vest is a fine-ass thing. And then a man in a vest and a suit is a 3-piece suit. That's fine. They're like got 12-piece suits going on. There's a lot of fucking pieces to these suits is all I'm saying. They're very intricate, detailed, and I fucking love them. So down with this. I'm so glad you're all safe. That's our line. These mafia jerks told us we'd better obey if we didn't want you getting hurt. But as expected, it seems to have been a ruse to gather us all in one place. Oh, look at that! Wait for it. Wait. I will do you the honor. I will do you the honors, as we did before. Ready? Ready for it, guys? And go. Enjoy. I don't know what Victor has strapped to his leg. It's like, oh, this is where I keep all my potion vials so I can, like, bomb people. So I just, like, whip them out. Sexy. Jesus. Look at them. Just, God damn it, guys. I wish the beginning of this part, like, oh, Lupin's getting a beach, hadn't been so long and it had been, like, really, like, half the time and we had spent 3 times longer on this, because I just would have been really happy seeing these goddamn outfits this whole time. Like, oh my God, but this is good. This is good. Oh my God. I know. Half of this part is literally just me fawning over this, but I can't help it. Damn. Jesus. Impey makes exaggerated hand gestures as he steps closer. And even Victor, just like Van Helsing and Saint Germain, wears entirely different attire than normal. Shirley! Of course, Darius and members of the Gordon family are also there. Darius rushes over to Shirley as fast as he can, lifts her up, and lets out a deep sigh of relief. I'm so relieved. You're not hurt, are you? Are you feeling ill? I'm fine, Papa. Thanks for being worried about me. Perhaps she felt guilty for causing trouble with her selfish actions. Darius bursts into tears and pats her head. Boo! Think nothing of it, Shirley. As long as you're safe, Papa's all right. Watching their exchange from the corner of my eye, I briefly go over our plans from this point. Hello? Please make sure you pan up Lupin. We need a full fucking pan up of Lupin. Just don't you forget him. What should we do now? Honestly, I'd like to let Shirley and the others get away, but that would prove difficult. Although we are strong, there's a limit to what we can do against such overwhelming numbers. Well, there's little point in stopping the drug trade and acquiring evidence if Avito hides himself. How do we drag him out? Drug trade? So Avito really is behind that. Hey there! Message from Mr. Avito. Did you bring the goods? Then another man comes closer. The goods? I have no idea what he's talking about, but Darius frowns and turns around. Passy, get it ready. On it! Passy appears out of the Gordon family, carrying a large box. If I recall, that box was... Inside the box is a white dress and a wide-brimmed hat with a feather in it. Whoa! That looks amazing. Oh my god! I was really hoping. I'm like, how are we going to get our Mafia outfit? Oh! They brought our Mafia outfit so we can get fancy dressed up too, and I bet Shirley's going to get all fancy dressed up too. This is so much great, guys. I want to go to a Mafia party. Not for real, but I mean like... Oh, well. This is of splendid craftsmanship. Why did you bring a dress? It was what that bastard Avito demanded. He told us to prepare clothes fit for a lady at a ball. He spits some choice words about the man's perpetual snobbishness and then shows the crumpled up invitation letter. Why would he ask for that of all things? Who knows? Nobody can ever tell what's going on in his twisted head. Darius answers the question that came out of my mouth by reflex. So, we've prepared proper attire for you two to change into, so here! He looks so fucking overjoyed! Passy holds out the beautiful dress of pure white that I was given previously. I look over at Victor quizzically. I've already given it an anti-poison treatment, so you can rest assured. But I'm a little worried since I did it in a hurry in the car on the way here. I love it! Though I'm a little worried since I did it in a huge hurry in the car on the way here. Victor gently whispers to me along with a laugh. He's like, so, try it on, wait a few minutes before you come out, because otherwise you're going to show all your bits and pieces to everybody. That'll be a great show. Wait a second. Oh yeah, Victor gently whispers to me along with a laugh. Thanks, Victor. I'll wear it proudly. You know, unless it melts. Wait a sec, Passy. What about mine? Huh? It's in there. I made sure to bring one of your spare uniforms. Ow! Ladies, follow me. Mr. Avito has prepared a dressing room. He's being way too nice. He's probably watching. Like a creep. We're forced into a room just like before, and Shirley and I decide to change clothes. I can't wait to see us! Not used to wearing a dress like this, I hurriedly begin to get dressed. But perhaps feeling a little embarrassed at dressing in the same room as me, Shirley looks a bit reluctant. Don't look, all right? Don't worry, I'll wait with my back turned until you're done. Lastly, I take out the hat from the box and put it on. I can't wait. Then waiting for Shirley to give me a signal that she's finished, we turn around to each other. Yay, CG! Love it! I love our outfit so much, guys. It's so cute. Here's what I love, though. See how her skirt's short in the front and long in the back? That's the way her dress was. The original dress that she had when she was living in the mansion, blah, blah, blah. It's like the short kind of mini skirt in the front, and then it's like the long thing in the back. But if you watch the anime, there's a point where she, like, picks up her dress because it had gotten stuck when they're running away, and she picks it up, and they're all like, and she's like, what, I can run now? And they're like, And then there's, like, a point where, like, and then later on, Victor, like, picks up the bottom of the dress, like, in the back, and just kind of looking at the material. And Impey and fucking Lupin are like, like, he did something appalling, and then he freaks out, and she's like, what, I don't care. And it's like, her dress is a mini skirt in the front. Like, it's showing almost everything. But him, like, touching the bottom, the hem of her skirt is freaking him out. Like, it's not like he literally took her skirt off. It's not like he lifted up the hem of her mini skirt. It's the long skirt in the back. What, you saw the back of her ankles? Dudes, it's just so fucking funny. Because you're like, it's a mini. It's not like I get it for the time period. Like, oh, we're going to lift up her skirt and check out the hem. It's going to freak people out. But she's showing all of her legs. You can see her legs. It's not like it's not like the Victorian era where you can't see anything. You can see all of her fucking shit. Plus, she's got tights and boots and everything. It's not like you're seeing anything. Like, it's just so fucking hilarious. I just love it. Anyway. Whoa! Amazing! I know, it's gorgeous. I love it. Spacey, you're like a princess. And I love it with the turquoise kind of accents, like on the buttons, the pearly, like the jewel buttons, and then the flower. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. I love it. I fucking want this outfit. Only because it's such a wonderful dress. Yay! Look at our fucking sprite. I'd never imagined I'd wear it in a situation like this, but I'm glad I could wear it. A gift from my friend. Thank you so much, Shirley. Seriously, talk about spur-of-the-moment timing, but I'm glad that you like it. Why is she not changed? Looks like you're ready. Afterwards, they're surrounded by the mafia once again and escorted back to the party room. It kind of sucks that she just got a spare uniform and not like a pretty dress. I feel like Shirley should have had something, but I guess they didn't really want to redraw all them, so they were like, we'll draw the main gang. I'm okay with that, dude. We got a pretty new dress, and our boys got pretty new outfits. That's all that matters. And can we pan up Lupin's body, please? Why does he get left out? When we meet back with Lupin and the others, we're instructed to wait here for a while. Immediately after, all the lights in the hall begin to turn off. We didn't pan up Lupin's body. We looked at everyone else. We did a nice pan up, but we didn't pan up a Lupin. When are we going to pan up a Lupin? I want to fucking oogle a Lupin. The fuck? What? As clamors of confusion subside, only the stage at the back of the hall shines brightly. One man walks into that light. Vito Cradell. So that's him. Yes, he's the one who kidnapped Shirley and me in London. Also, pan up Lupin's body. Bitch, come on. Lupin and the others, along with all of the Gordon family, wear stern expressions. Paying no mind to our hostility, Vito takes a graceful bow atop the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Gloria. Have you all been enjoying the pioneer country of the world's science, England, to your heart's content? The pioneer country of the world's science. I mean, I get it, but it's still an awkward mouthful. Surely it goes without saying to such prestigious guests, but allow me to offer a word of caution, if you would. Plan your purchases in England well. If you let your desires get the better of you, your fortunes will be drained before you realize it. You may even end up going so far as to put lives at risk. For avarice is a frightening thing. What is he talking about? Laughter rises up from the passengers. What is he talking about? In contrast, an anger-filled air flows from the Gordon family. At the auction, our main event, we will display truly rare items. I do hope that everyone will participate with enthusiasm. Now then, it was a short greeting, but let the party commence. Please relax and continue to enjoy this momentous cruise aboard the Gloria. His greeting ends with a bow, and an applause rises from the passengers. They're all like, we're your mafia men, so this is weird. The lights return to the hall, music begins to play once more, and liveliness returns to the partygoers. I wonder what Vito is planning. Gathering us together in a place like this, without even restraining us. Looking around us, we're still surrounded by the mafia all the same. But they only watch us, keeping a certain distance. Essentially, they just showed us their hostages. Hostages? Meaning that everyone aboard this ship is a hostage, and if we don't comply, he can't guarantee their lives. Conversely, he won't do anything so long as we behave. He definitely strikes me as the villain type. Oh no. I can hardly believe that all of these people are hostages. Just because many of them are from the more seedy sides of society, we can't just abandon them. Ultimately, the only way to settle matters with him is for me to directly be in on the act. Darius, young lady, Lupin, everyone, I apologize for mixing you all up in this affair. I'll settle things face to face. Come on, you lot. Let's go find Avito. Yes, boss. Darius gives his orders, and just when his crew is about to follow... Oh dear, the party's just getting started. Where do you think you're going? It's a gentle voice that's chilling to the core. Yeah, I assumed. The man before us, as we turn around, is none other than Avito Credell himself. Avito, why you? Darius takes a step forward, his skin trembling from his overwhelming anger. But the man on the receiving end of that rage keeps a cool expression as always, his smile unmoving. Calculated as always, Darius. If you had to take another step, I'd have had to inflict some degree of harm. Like a show of intimidation, the mafia men around us flash their guns. If he's planning to shoot us here and now, we're definitely not getting away with just a few scratches. Such an unsettling sight, but the passengers around us aren't concerned in the slightest. Probably all passengers under Avito. It feels as if he's flaunting his influence. There's that scowl again, Darius. It's our precious reunion, our precious party. Why not enjoy it a bit with your daughter? He pours a glass of wine, but Darius's glare doesn't waver in the slightest. Statue of Bathory, I won't allow you to tell me that you know nothing about it. Ho, please do allow me to say it, because I do not know anything about it. Quit playing make-believe. Why else would you come to England again? Are you planning on doing the same thing as 9 years ago? Darius's prosthetic hand makes a dull creak reminiscent of a growling beast. 9 years ago. It lines up with Shirley's story, meaning the incident that resulted in the losses of Darius's arm and Shirley's mother. It must be the drug-related incident that Avito was pulling the strings on. But Avito shrugs his shoulders as if to say that it's the first time he's heard about it. Then I trust you have evidence pegging me as the kingpin of the drug's production. I'd figured as much. I merely arranged this auction and world tour aboard this lavish cruise ship. So there's no need to scowl. Let us get along, Darius Gordon. I simply want to talk business with you. Yes, just like 9 years ago. Damn you! What? I can feel a slight vibration beneath my feet. I hear a low sound comparable to the rumble of an earthquake, and my senses alert me of a slight shift in balance. Did he... Blast it. The ship has departed. This isn't good, Lupin. Out at sea, the ship is as good as a remote island. The hostages can't escape and we... What? You're kidding me. In another fine pitch we've gotten ourselves into. Yeah, but you look fine, so it's all good, right? We're the only ones who seem to be aware of this fact. One of the best parts about a sea voyage is being able to leisurely gaze at the beautiful light from land and sea. It's as if everything the eye can see belongs to you alone. Once again, my esteemed guest, welcome to my Gloria. Please, have a relaxing time, won't you? It'll be an experience beyond the wildest dreams of those of lower blood. What? A twat waffle. I kind of love him, though, but... A single graceful bow and a cold smile later, Avito and his men disappear into the crowd. All that's left in his place is a chill that envelops us. Afterwards, we leave the hall and gather in a particular room at a far corner of the ship. Just like the dressing room earlier, it's probably a first-class room for nobles. In fact, apparently this was originally the room that Saint Germain had reserved. Sorry for making you all worry, and thanks for coming. I bow my head once more upon entering the room and direct my gaze towards Shirley, who sits beside me. But ever since meeting up with everyone, she's been staring at the floor. Anyway, I'm sure you're both beat from everything. Here, if you're feeling like snacking, dig in. With a smile, he presents a basket small enough to fit in both palms. Inside are various snacks piled into a small mountain. I crammed in whatever I could get my hands on before we left, but if it's a sugar rush you're after, this'll do the trick. Sure, thanks so much. Anyway, maybe it's because everyone's wearing outfits I'm not used to, but this feels a bit strange. It might be more fitting to be called the Lupin family right now than the Lupin crew. Oh, love it. We're a big family and we can all... Yes! Bitch, thank you! Back it up. Ready? All right, here you go. And go. Oh, look at that! They have this little cape belling on. Oh, God, I love them so much. Oh, guys. You knew he was going to get his own pan up. I mean, come on. We had to know. He's Lupin, for fuck's sake. But still, I was like, where is it? I need to oogle him. So long as we look the part. Suits us rather well, does it not? I mean, it totally does. I'm turned on. I'm sorry. That was amazing. Oh, God. I mean, seriously. If we weren't poison, hands all over all of you. Maybe not with Shirley and the whole Gordon family there. But the rest... No, later. Later when we go home and I don't have poison in me, hands all over all of you. Oh, we're going to cuddle in a big, happy pile. God, Spacey harem. That's what we need. And they need to wear that. Now, this is the Spacey family. I'm the... What do you call it? Well, I mean, the Don of the family is the father of the family, but what do you call, like, the female? What is it? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this is our family. They're my men. It's my reverse harem. Thank you very much. Lupin grins, puts his hat to his chest, and makes a bow. Of course he does, because he's ridiculous. But rather than an honorable mafia, we're a gentleman thief, a war hero, a Royal Society alchemist, a vagabond engineer, a mysterious noble, and a beautiful princess. It's a group that lacks so much unity, it's probably more correct to say gang. Look at that smile. Gang. Its original meaning referred to a group or crowd. Much like mafia, it's a word used to describe a criminal organization, but is often used when referring to more casual, unorganized gatherings. Gang. Lupin nods to me as I ruminate over the word. I still think we're a family. Though our impact leaves a bit to be desired in comparison to the real ones who paved the way for us. Right? I can see it now, just having Darius with his frown and Van Helsing side to side. Oh! But look at Van Helsing. He takes the show. Look at him. You put him in the bag, but he's gorgeous. I can imagine it clearly myself. I nod, and then I ask about something that's been on my mind. By the way, is Deli by himself at the mansion right now? Although I realize it's to keep him safe from his disputes with humans, I somehow feel guilty since he is one of us. Don't worry about Deli. We made sure to give him an important task. Important task? What kind of task could that be? But before I can ask Victor, Van Helsing speaks in a grave tone. At any rate, what now? At least he seems unconcerned enough not to put restraints on us. He's right. What is everyone planning to do now? I look at Van Helsing questioningly, and he answers with a short sigh. Our objective is to find evidence of the drug trade, capture the kingpin, and turn him over to the appropriate authority. Meaning that we're going to somehow capture that man named DeVito. Just hearing that name vividly brings to mind the man's ice-cold smile. Though polite in demeanor, it's as though he doesn't even consider other people as human beings. And if Shirley's story is correct, he's the kind of man who'd take the life of a mother and the arm of a father. There's no mistaking that he's an extremely dangerous foe. Then what can I do? I'm sure I can be of some help. Organize our information and devise a plan first, perhaps. This is no place in which we can just wander aimlessly. Capture? That's it! Her voice echoes threateningly as she cuts off Victor. For Vito, even a bullet is too good for him. Shirley, perhaps meeting with everyone unearthed her dormant anger once more. Shirley stands and glares at Darius, who sits in a chair in the back. He was so close! We could have put a bullet between his eyes at that range. Papa, why didn't you do anything? You lost your arm thanks to him, right? Mama died because of him, right? Then why? A commotion there would have harmed the other passengers. We have no room for error here. Then you could have chased him down. Why didn't you go after him? Shirley. If you won't do it, then I'll put a bullet through his heart for you. I'm going to get revenge for both you and Mama. With just one squeeze of the trigger, I can do it. No, you can't. No one makes any attempt to interrupt the exchange between the two. I assume even Lupin and the others, who know nothing of the matter, can see how dead serious she is. I can't let you do something like that. Please, Shirley, just leave all the rest to Papa and the men of the family. It's a voice that sounds like a heart-ending and a heart-rending. Heart-rending? Would it be heart-rending? No, that's right. No, okay. Heart. I don't know why my brain was like heart-rendering, and I'm like, heart-rendering. You're not rendering, you're yeah, okay. Anyway. It's a voice that sounds like a heart-rending entreaty. But why do you still treat me like a child? Why won't you let me do anything? Why won't you tell me anything? Doesn't matter whether or not you're a child. No matter your age, I can't let you get involved. I'm your daughter, a proud member of the Gordon family. I won't just sit around and watch anymore. He doesn't want you to get hurt because he lost his wife. He doesn't want to lose you too. Jesus, Shirley, come on. Shirley, stop disobeying me. If I did obey, you wouldn't tell me anything. You always left me behind. I don't want to let you onto the battlefield. What if something happened to you when you died? And so be it. I already made up my mind long ago. Once again, they're far from the same wavelength. I'm sure that neither of the two have any intention of conceding. You're so stubborn! Coward! Chicken! I don't even want to look at you if you're going to be like that. I hate you! No, she doesn't. Those weren't words she spoke of her own will. She looks like her heart was just torn in two. Men, take Shirley to another room until she calms down. Don't let her out no matter what happens. Take Milady, but it's an order. Do as I say. Yes, boss. Wait! We're not done talking yet! No! Let go of me! The men of the family begin dragging away a particularly upset Shirley. Boss, would you mind if I went with Milady too? Sure, look after her. Darius seems more pained than angry. Though she's taken to a different room, it's only next door in the same cabin, a single wall separating us. I can hear her violent cries and the sounds of things being thrown around. As soon as those subside, only her sobbing can be heard. Lovely ruckus there. My apologies. Ruckus. Lovely ruckus. Don't mind us, but it seems you've had prior encounter with a veto. Darius, Shirley told me a bit about what happened 9 years ago. Darius seems surprised by my words. Everyone else exchanges looks, wondering what it's about. She was calling you things like stubborn, but that feels like a misunderstanding that came about because you two care about each other so much. Shirley thinks more about you than you may realize. So, I'm not sure how to say it, but I think you two will both just be sad if it stays this way. It looks like my words caused Darius's brick wall body to recoil, if just slightly. What did Shirley tell you? What did Shirley tell us? We're about to tell the story, I'm sure. But I got to stop this part now because we're going way over time. And this is probably going to go on for a while. So I'm going to stop this part here. And we'll continue this in the next part. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.